is time for my first oil change on my 2019 Z06. I'm back to using this little cheapy camera mount, so I don't know how it's going to work out. But we get up on the lift, we'll get up on the air. This thing takes 9.8 quarts with a dry sump system. So basically, I'm going to change my clothes. I just got off at work. We'll get this oil changed and we'll see what it's like. I've never done a dry sump system, so we'll go through it step by step and we'll go from there. First, get it on the lift. And I do have to have it up on a block. I have to drive up on two 2x10s in order to get the lift underneath. It just sits too low after adjusting the bolts all the way down. So, I'm actually also going to change over the X-pipe after this. I bought a Cook's 3-inch X-pipe to remove the resonator and have a high flow X-pipe down the middle. So I'm going to do that as well after this video. First, let's get the oil change. This is the 500-mile one. The dealerships are not open to do the oil change, so I couldn't have them do it because I also wanted to get an alignment done, so I'm going to have to wait on that. So let's get doing this oil change. Okay, so here we are underneath the car. There's two drain plugs, one here and one here. So I'm going to do this one first, and then I'll do the oil filter at the same time. You see how it says it's a AC Delco PF64. Yeah, I went with I think I went with I don't even know what oil filter I got yet. I'll have to pull that up and look. It's in the cabinet over there. So we'll do that first. So we got our 15mm wrench. I've never worked on this car, so, or any Corvette, honestly, and I just tightened it. Or any Corvette. This can't be, I mean, it's not much different than my other one, except the fact that this is an LT4. The other one over there is an LSA, but they're both supercharged. So let's hopefully this doesn't make a big mess. I'm trying to judge the pour. Pretty good. There's absolutely no debris or anything on the, I'm assuming this is magnetic. No, not magnetic, so I'll get a rag. The objective with this system, and the reason why you put a lift in your garage and you buy one of these, so you don't spill oil on the floor. Well, I still manage to spill oil on the floor. I don't know how, but I do. And it's a little aggravating. So I can't wait till I get the floor sealed up, because, yeah, making a mess. So that drained out there pretty fast. Let's get the oil filter. So for the Z06, I went with this oil filter right here from Amsoil. Focus on that. It's an EA15K50. They're a fully synthetic oil filter. I don't know which one this is. Oh, look at that. First try. I'm going to move this over a little bit. And these have a tendency to make a mess everywhere. Nope. Yep, there it is. See if I can manage to do this without making a mess. Come on. There it is. That's also what's nice about this thing. It's a nice big tray in here. So this was nice and hot. It's only been sitting here for about maybe an hour at the most. So it was pretty hot. This would be nice to change this out. It's got nice big 3-inch pipes up here, even though it goes to manifolds. Probably pretty good manifolds though. I'm not going to put headers on this one like I did on the Camaro. It just seems like a nightmare. It's got a big old, excuse me, it's got a big oval flange up there on the manifold, looks like. But yeah. Obviously this system, if you did take it out, I would take out this connection pipe right here, and then I would drop the manifold. I wouldn't try doing that in one part like I've seen. But yeah, I'm not putting headers on this thing. I'm only going to change out the X pipe. I'm not doing it. This car is not going to get a lot of mods from me. I'm just going to drive it and get some fun out of it. But you never know. I could change my mind in a year. Who knows? Who knows? When that new C8 comes out, the new C8 Z06 that is comes out, maybe I'll be interested in that and want to get that. I have no idea, but right now, I'm just going to enjoy this car. I want to pretty much leave the engine stock, and do that kind of like what I did with the Camaro. So the Camaro, I actually did the engine before I touched the wheels. And this thing, I think I'm gonna change out the wheels on it. I keep going back and forth if I want to go to 20s all the way around, because there isn't much room. Ooh, nice black filter. There you go. Pretty cool. And I will take some of the nice clean, semi-clean oil from up here, put it on the rubber gasket. $9 quarts of oil with this price on. That's pretty crazy. You know, I think I might do this for the first time ever. I've never done this. I'm gonna fill this up with oil. It actually has a little label on there. It says to put about 3/4 of it full. And I'm going to do that. So yeah, it's about 3/4 full with oil right now. Then I'll put it on. generally do these hand tight. Since I got the wrench right here, put the wrench on it and give it a slight turn just to make sure. Like that, and that's it. Just about like maybe an eighth of a turn. That's still draining, so I'm gonna let that drain for a while until it stops. I could probably rotate this around to get to the front one and not make a mess. Yeah, so I can do that. I think I could pull this front one off. So let's see. It shouldn't make a mess. I'm gonna separate these and make sure I don't get them mixed up. Yep, works just fine. Lots of oil on this bad boy. I think the Camaro only has 7 quarts. This thing's got 9.8. No, maybe the Camaro's got, no, it's got more than that. I think it's got 8 quarts. Maybe 8.5. This has got a lot of oil in it. I can't believe how dark that oil is. For only 500 miles on it. Well, actually it's got 560. That sounds pretty funny, doesn't it? I think everything's open. Oh, maybe I didn't open this part. There we go. Stop it from dribbling like that. That's a little better. Yep, there's still some oil dripping off this thing. Yeah, I spilled some oil and made a mess the other day. Well, it won't rust. There's definitely oil all over it. Man, that's a lot of oil. Pretty interesting under here. Can't believe I have this monolith. Kind of makes sense. Lightweight, light packaging. So it's kind of bonded to these rubber grommets. It only technically bends, you know, from here. This is just a type in between, doesn't really do anything. Kind of like a leverage, I guess you could say. This is for the brake duct cooling. I don't think you can see them over here, but up here. So the rear one is now just dripping, so I can pull that one out. Put that plug back in. I like about GM, they put the rubber gasket for the drain plug is actually on the plug. Part of it's like an O-ring, reusable O-ring. And basically you just leave them until they leak, and they don't leak. And that car's, that's a 13 over there and it hasn't leaked. That car hasn't leaked a drop of anything. Talking about the Camaro anyway. Actually, that BMW was also a 13 and it hasn't leaked a drop. That's got almost, that's 60, it's got 62,000 on it. So I don't torque these, I just snug them. Like that, and that's it. So this one's now dripping too, so I can just go ahead and plug this one. I'm gonna wipe it off first. Well, it goes out and brings out torque wrenches and stuff. If you're a competent mechanic, you should know what this takes to do it. And if you don't, torque specs some like 15 foot-pounds. They're pretty much common between everything. So it's really nothing. So now we'll lower it back down and fill it back up with oil. I'm gonna put 9 quarts in it, and then start it up and let it get circulated. And then I'll check it again, because obviously it has a dry sump, and I think you have to get it hot, and then wait 10 minutes and then check it. So I'm gonna get the car lowered back down and start putting some oil in it. So on a Z06 or the dry sump Corvettes, the C7 anyway, the drain plug is sitting right here, or the fill plug is sitting right here, cap, and they call for 0W40, and it says Mobile 1 on here, but with Dexos, I'm actually going to use AMSOIL 040, the Signature Series. Got my trusty old so here we go. And I'm going to proceed to put 9 of these in. I don't know how fast it doesn't seem to be backing up at all. So that's one, which is the rest of what's in the oil filter. I'm going to go ahead and put 8 more in here, and then we'll do a startup on it. Okay, so that's 9 quarts of oil. Think about that, how many quarts sitting there. 9 quarts in this thing. I mean, it's like $11 a quart. Yeah, it's a lot of oil. So I guess it needs it for cooling. So, all right, let's start it up, and I'll let it get warm enough anyway, and then we'll check it. It's got a little teeny tiny dipstick right here. You're basically just checking the dry sump reservoir, which just sits right here. So, all right. Yeah, this is fun. Can't get in right now. Maybe I gotta do the pop backwards thing. So I'm trying to get on leg lift leg, whatever. Oh boy, that was fun. only 65 degrees right now. It says it has to be about 160, so I'm going to open up the big door and let it warm up and then check the oil, and I'll add what is needed. Okay, let's go through and reset the oil left monitor. So this is pretty straightforward, but you just go into here, you tap open on your select right here, go over to info. I already have it on oil life, but you toggle down through. So this car right now has 584 miles on it. There's the oil life. Toggle over to the right and you get to reset. Press and hold reset. I want to toggle up to yes and hit select. Now it's 100%. So that's it. It's pretty straightforward. Let's get back down to the performance data over here, and we can see the oil. So oil temp right now is 100 degrees. This is a display I like running. I like it running the sport gauge here, and then you have all these to the right. So right now I'm at 102. I'm gonna wait till that's about 160, and then we'll go ahead and check it. So with I guess with the dry sump, you don't need to let it warm that long. It says you can run it for 15-20 seconds and then check it. I let it get warm, so that's okay. It says to check it within 5 to 10 minutes of it sitting there. So I'll check it right now and then I'll add as needed. So with this one, I'm going to pull the dipstick out like normal. Make sure it doesn't drip. I'll clean it off, reinstall it, and then we'll check the level. I put 9 quarts in here. I should be almost a half a quart low. What does it say? Yep, shows about a half quart low. So you can barely see it on there. I don't know if you can tell or not. It's basically just about a quarter of the way up in the notches right there. So that's about right. So that full notch from dot to dot is supposed to be 1 quart. So that would be 0.8 quarts. So. That's what I do. That is a 2019 Corvette Z06 oil change. My first one. Hopefully many more to come. So, thanks for watching.